Hey, it's Brock here with Rock Hill Farms, and I'm on my way to a pretty cool project that I've been looking forward to for a while. It took us a little while to set it up. We're doing an equipment demo and a meetup with another YouTube channel. And there's a little bit of a bummer this morning because last night I tore up a fitting on the front of the skid loader, and I'm stopping right now at the local deer dealership. And if they've got one, I'm back in business, and if they don't, I'll be a spectator today. So anyway, we're gonna get over there, see if we can get this fixed up and show you what I'm talking about. All right, here's what's broke. Hopefully they have it. Now, everybody knows there's been a lot of supply chain issues, but John Deere and Heritage Tractor, through all these supply chain issues, have really excelled. This local Heritage Tractor, everything that's broke on my tractor or skid loader, they've had it either in stock or they had it within 24 hours. And I bet I guarantee they'll have this within 24 hours. Problem is, I don't need it in 24 hours, I need it right now. So, we're about to find out. Hopefully this is how you take it apart. I've never done this. And it looks like this just unscrews and the fitting will pop out. We lost a little fluid, but looks like it'll be a clean install if they've got one. All right, this is a winner for Heritage Tractor. They had it in stock. Took them a few minutes to find it, but we get to work today. Okay, so I'm really glad that they had my part in stock. I got here as soon as they opened this morning, and we were planning a meetup at 9, but it's an hour away, so I'm not gonna get there till 10, so they'll probably start the party without me. Hey, how's it going?
Good to meet you. I'm Daniel Turner.
Brock.
Brock?
Yep, nice to meet you. You guys already been tearing it up for a while?
Well, yeah.
Pretty good. Oh, you got Mike inside the machine. As I walked up, you saw Daniel Turner introducing himself to me, and we've spoken a little bit, but this was our first time meeting in person. He runs Turner Logging, and he also runs a YouTube channel for Turner Logging. Personally, I really enjoy watching Daniel's videos because they're not overproduced. It's just a guy out working in the woods, earning a living, and they're a third-generation logging family, and he clearly knows what he's doing. So I recommend checking out the channel. What you're seeing right now is the Fecon Stumpex. Daniel just bought this and he's running it right now on his 333G, and that's one reason I'm here. The other reason is he's got a demo set up with some forestry mulchers, and he was nice enough to let me come along. This was my first time ever seeing one of these run in person, and I was really impressed with what it's capable of. It turns at a really low RPM and just shaves the stump like a planer. It's remarkable that it can do that. But as I was watching it, and then on the way home, I was thinking, what is the practical application for this, and who is it for? So you guys know I do stump grinding with a traditional rotary wheel grinder on my tractor, and I thought I'd do just a quick comparison between those two styles from my point of view. First thing that's obvious is this machine right here is a lot faster. This stump right here would have taken me 30 minutes, and they did it in about 3 minutes. So I question if even a commercial stump grinder would be as fast as this Fecon head. So if you've cleared a big area and you've got a lot of stumps to take out, I think this may be one of the quickest ways to push through all of it. Another positive to this is it seems like there would be less cost in maintaining it, because the cutting edges can be sharpened, and it's got a drill tip on the end that can be replaced, but I don't think you're going to be replacing parts on this, whereas with a regular stump grinder, you've got a regular expense of replacing the carbide teeth. Now let's look at a few negatives for this. It costs about 3 times as much as my stump grinder, and this is being run on a 333G high flow that puts out 43 gallons per minute, and it's still bounded up a couple times. Not real bad, but where you just had to stop, back up, and start again, which tells me that I don't think my 325G high flow would handle it very well. So at over $20,000 for the attachment, you need to be in production with it, and I don't know how it compares to a commercial grinder. And I actually searched YouTube and I couldn't find anyone who grinds stumps commercially and was talking about the logistics of running this unit. The last negative to this is that it basically just drills a big hole into the stump, and you may have some irregular pieces left over after you drill a bunch of holes, and if there's not enough meat left there to really get that cone to suck into, you're not going to be able to clean up that last little bit that's left. Although one thing I didn't say in the beginning is it seems like it can go deeper than a traditional stump grinder. So, just a few thoughts from someone who isn't an expert on the subject. Hey, how are you?
How's it going, Brock?
Pretty good.
Sunny.
Hey, nice to meet you.
How you
Brock?
doing? Sunny.
Here in a minute, we're going to run the full-size battle axe mulcher on Daniel's 333G. But first, we run the L series on my 325. Now, before I got here, while I was off replacing that hydraulic fitting, they ran that light series, the L series, on this Takeuchi TL10 that you can see in the background. It is the same size machine, same horsepower, same hydraulic flow. And if you want to see that in action for kind of a comparison, I will link at the end to the video from Turner Logging that basically shows everything that happened before I got here. I'm also going to include another link to the previous video where I tested out a bunch of these Loftness Mulchers. This is the 333 with the full-size mulching head. Now, Daniel's been talking about he has been having some problems with his machine, but you can definitely see a big difference in the amount of power and how fast it can push through material. One mistake I was making, and I didn't realize it until after I was done, is I wasn't letting the mulching head build up speed after mulching something, which is critical. So I really appreciate Daniel, who is a very busy man, having me up on his property and letting me play with this equipment a little bit. And he gives a little bit different perspective on this when you see his video, because he's a professional logger and he's used to a lot of bigger machines and maybe just has a little different point of view on it. And I really want to thank my friend Mike, who I've got to know pretty well and is the local Loftness rep. I visited him for a demo a while back, and then he made a long trip down here to let us run these, and I really appreciate it. So if you're in the market for a mulching head, go check out Loftness. I appreciate you taking time to watch this video. I'll put links on the screen to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.